If you've been scrolling through endless listings of robotic pool cleaners, wobbling between the ones that promise turbo power and the ultralight models, and you still feel stuck wondering which one actually makes sense for your backyard, keep watching. I spent the last couple of weeks setting up a few different cleaners in my own 18-foot Inground pool and watching how they behaved through a few typical swim sessions. The link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this video I'm going to break down the QP5 Robotic Pool Cleaner from Sequedem, point out where it really shines, where it falls short, and help you decide if it belongs in your pool maintenance toolkit or if you should keep looking. First off, the biggest anxiety most pool owners have is, will this thing actually clean my pool without me having to chase it around? The QP5 tries to answer that with a dual motor system and sensor-driven navigation. In practice, what that means is you drop the unit into the water, press a single start button, and it begins scouting the floor and walls on its own. The dual motors give it a bit more suction than a single motor unit, so it can pick up finer debris, think pollen, tiny hairs, and the occasional leaf fragment without the filament getting clogged. During my test runs, the cleaner managed a full circulation of the pool in roughly 90 minutes, which is a respectable turnaround time for a cordless unit of this size. If you have a pool that sees regular use and you want a set-and-forget solution that doesn't need you to haul a power cord across the deck, this is a solid middle ground. The real game changer for me was the cordless design. Traditional robotic cleaners are plugged into a wall outlet, which means you have to thread a long, wet cable through the pool's skimmer and worry about it tripping or getting tangled. The QP5 runs on a rechargeable battery that's sealed inside the chassis. The battery life, according to the spec sheet, gives you about 2 full cleaning cycles before you have to dock it for charging. In a typical weekend scenario, say you splash around on Saturday and Sunday, then run the cleaner on Sunday night, you'll still have enough charge for an extra quick rinse on Monday morning. The only practical drawback I noticed is the need to remember to dock the unit after each session, otherwise you'll end up with a depleted battery and a half-cleaned pool the next day. Another aspect that often trips people up is the onboard control interface. Some robotic cleaners boast a maze of buttons that confuse users before they even get the unit in the water. The QP5 keeps things simple, a single joystick-style controller that lets you start, pause, or manually steer the cleaner if you want to focus on a stubborn spot. I found the control intuitive enough that I could switch from auto mode to a quick spot clean without stopping the whole cleaning cycle. The downside is that there's no smartphone app integration, which is something you'll see on higher-priced models. If you love to tweak cleaning schedules from your phone, you'll miss that convenience. Now, let's talk about filtration. The QP5 comes with an internal filter cartridge that you empty after each cleaning. It's designed for durability, meaning you won't have to replace it after a few months like cheaper disposable filters. In a real-world sense, you pull out the cartridge, tap it gently over a trash bin, and it's ready for the next run. The only catch is that the filter is a bit compact, so if you have a lot of larger debris, think twigs or a lot of sand after a storm, it could fill up faster than you'd like. In those cases, you'll need to stop mid-cycle, clean out the filter, and then let the cleaner finish its job. For pools that stay clean most of the season, the filter size is perfectly adequate. For high debris environments, you might want a unit with a larger or quick-release filter housing. Who should buy the QP5? If you own an Inground pool between 12 and 20 feet, want a cordless solution that doesn't require you to manage a power cord, and you're comfortable with a cleaning cycle that runs around an hour and a half, this device fits the bill. It also makes sense for families with kids who prefer to splash around without worrying about a tangled hose, or for vacation homeowners who need a set-it-and-forget-it system that can be left on a timer. The price point is competitive for a dual-motor robot, so the value proposition is decent when you weigh the convenience of cordless operation against the limited battery life. Conversely, skip it if you have a very large pool, say over 30 feet, or if you frequently collect large debris from surrounding trees. The battery will likely need multiple charging cycles to finish a full clean, and the filter will need constant emptying. Also, if you're a tech-savvy user who loves controlling everything from a mobile app, you'll find the QP5's lack of connectivity a bit disappointing. In that case,